Hi guys, and welcome back to the Uncensored UFO Index. So for the first video back after such a long time, we're going to look at a story from right here in England, in Hertfordshire. We're going to look at a story from a gentleman who recorded something very, very intriguing on his Ring doorbell. So check out the video and we'll come back and analyse after. I know, right? What was that all about? So, as I said previously, that was recorded on a Ring doorbell, which are really common now. So many of us have got them. It was recorded in Hertfordshire, England, by a gentleman called Matt Doty. Now, I do apologise if I've mispronounced that name. He was literally just sat on his sofa watching TV with a friend of his when the notification came up on his phone. And when he had a look at what the notification was, that was what his doorbell had recorded. Imagine. As we can see at the beginning of this clip, the three lights appear in the background. As they come closer, it appears like they're flickering, but once they come past the tree, we can see that they're actually three solid lights in a triangle formation, moving relatively slowly across the front of the shot. Now, as it gets closer and closer to the camera, it appears to become distorted. However, if you look at the rest of the frame, we can see that this is actually caused by the fisheye lens of the camera, which kind of confirms a little bit more that this is a solid shape as opposed to three separate objects. So let's try and rule out a couple of things here. Generally speaking, terrestrial aircraft will have some sort of anti-collision lights on them, some sort of flashing light so that they don't have accidents effectively. This does not have any. As I've mentioned previously, it does appear that some of the lights are flickering. However, once it emerges from the tree, we can clearly see that these are three solid lights. There's no anti-collision, there's no headlights on it or anything, which is very, very unusual and certainly not something that I've come across in my own research that we would have on any terrestrial, commercial or military aircraft. Now, I'm not saying that this is definitely not some sort of terrestrial vehicle. We've all heard the rumours about these TR3B aircraft, which are potentially out there. So there is always the chance that it could be. And of course, there's always the chance that it could be something like a helicopter, or obviously three helicopters flying in formation. However, this video was recorded with no sound. Matt himself described it as being eerily silent. So I definitely think there's a big question mark over anything like helicopters. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's definitely an extraterrestrial vehicle, but I do definitely think that it puts a big question mark over whether it could be. I would like to point out here that after Matt had watched this video, because he was so confused about what he'd seen, he contacted his dad, who is an aviation buff, according to the news report, and his dad checked the flight tracker app. On that tracker, there was no commercial flights in the area at that time, which again puts another huge question mark over what this could be. They were actually both left wondering what they were watching. This story was reported in the Mirror newspaper, online is where I found it, on the 12th of November 2021. It was stated that this was recorded in the previous month, so sometime in October, but I can't pinpoint exactly when. When I come across this story, it was actually what kind of fueled the fire to get the channel going again. I've not long had a Ring doorbell installed myself, so it is certainly going to make me pay a bit more attention to what is being recorded. Guys, I have watched this video now a number of times. I've kind of lost count. And looking at the formation of the triangle and the lights and the way it moves and how it interacts with the camera and its surroundings, I definitely think a fair conclusion is this is not any sort of common or known terrestrial aircraft. Maybe I'm wrong. If you have any more information about what this could be, or you have another argument for it, please let us know. I'd love to go back and review this with a different set of eyes. Leave us a comment in the comments box below, or contact us through our social media. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining us again after such a long time. It feels so good to be back. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of the content, share the videos to all of your friends and family, leave us some comments and contact us on Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. We'll see you next time.